Financial markets. 5. The Quantum AI Nexus, pioneering future financial intelligence. The integration of artificial intelligence, AI, and the nascent field of quantum computing represents a significant frontier for the financial industry, with Flare and its Songbird ecosystem strategically positioning themselves at the cutting edge of this development. 5.1. Flare's AI Roadmap. Flare's 2025 roadmap places a significant strategic focus on the integration of DeFi and AI, with ongoing research into trusted execution environments, TEs, playing a key role. TEs are hardware-secured environments that allow complex computations to occur securely off-chain, while cryptographically proving the integrity of the results with attestations to end users. Their application in blockchain technology is seen as a means to bridge the gap between user-friendly Web 2 standards and Web 3 technology by overcoming on-chain computational limitations. To accelerate this vision, Flare, in collaboration with Google Cloud, is hosting the Flare X Google Cloud Verifiable AI Hackathon in March 2025. This event is designed to leverage Google Cloud's confidential computing and Flare's enshrined oracles to build verifiably autonomous AI applications. The hackathon features tracks such as Social AI Agent, RAG Knowledge, DeFi, DeFi XAI, and consensus learning. This explicit focus on verifiable AI, using TEs and enshrined oracles, is a groundbreaking approach to a critical challenge in AI adoption, especially within regulated industries like finance. By providing cryptographic proof of AI computation integrity, Flare directly addresses the black box problem of AI, where decisions are often made without transparent, auditable reasoning. This capability is paramount for attracting institutional adoption of AI-driven financial tools, as it builds trust and meets regulatory demands for auditability and transparency. This initiative positions Flare as a leader in building the foundational infrastructure for trustworthy AI in Web 3, potentially unlocking new use cases for AI in high-stakes financial applications. 5.2. Quantum AI Agents in Finance. Quantum AI is emerging as a game-changing force in the financial sector, poised to revolutionize data processing and modeling capabilities. It holds the potential to exponentially increase computational power, thereby optimizing complex algorithms for critical financial tasks, such as portfolio optimization, sophisticated risk analysis, e.g., through quantum Monte Carlo methods for value-at-risk calculations, advanced pattern recognition in chaotic markets, and high-frequency trading, HFT, by reducing computational bottlenecks. Despite this immense theoretical promise, real-world quantum AI models for financial markets remain largely experimental. Significant challenges persist in hardware limitations, algorithm development, and seamless integration with existing AI trading systems. Furthermore, the adoption of quantum computing in financial markets raises complex regulatory and ethical considerations, including concerns about market manipulation and information asymmetry, which will require careful navigation and policy development. However, the strategic engagement with quantum AI capabilities, even at a research and developmental level, positions Flare and its ecosystem at the forefront of future financial innovation. The ability of quantum computing to solve complex optimization problems and simulate vast market scenarios could provide an unparalleled competitive advantage in algorithmic trading and risk management. This long-term vision positions the ecosystem as a potential leader in the next wave of financial technology, appealing to visionary institutional investors and sovereign funds seeking exposure to truly disruptive innovations beyond current DeFi capabilities. 5.3. Experimental Finance as an AI Sandbox. Experimental Finance, XFI, is explicitly designed as a live market testing platform for new developments within the Enosis ecosystem. This environment, operating on the Songbird Canary network, provides a real-world, economically incentivized sandbox for testing AI-driven financial strategies without the full risks associated with a mainnet deployment. XFI's role as a live market testing platform for AI is crucial for bridging theoretical AI research with practical, real-world financial applications. Developing robust AI for finance requires extensive testing with real-world data and market conditions. XFI offers a unique solution by providing a controlled, yet realistic environment where AI agents can interact with live market data and user behavior. This allows developers to identify edge cases, refine usability, and automate AI models. This iterative approach is vital for complex AI systems, especially those incorporating quantum elements, where unexpected behaviors can emerge. This capability accelerates the path of AI models from research to production readiness, reducing the time and cost associated with traditional, more isolated testing methods. For institutions, this means that AI-driven financial products and services developed within the Enosis ecosystem are likely to be more thoroughly tested and robust, reducing the operational risks associated with deploying new technologies. This positions XFi as a critical innovation hub for future AI-powered finance. 6. Strategic impact on global financial industry. The Enosis ecosystem, through Songbird Finance and experimental finance, is strategically positioned to bridge the gap between decentralized innovation and traditional financial powerhouses, thereby driving a significant transformation in global financial markets. 6.1 Bridging to Wall Street and institutional capital, sovereign funds, and hedge funds. Institutional investors are increasingly recognizing the appeal of cryptocurrencies for portfolio diversification, long-term growth potential, and as a hedge against inflation. These sophisticated investors demand regulated products, secure custody solutions, and platforms that enhance operational efficiency and provide transparent reporting. Enosis's emphasis on generating real yield derived from product revenues rather than relying on speculative token emissions aligns directly with institutional investment mandates. This revenue-backed yield model is more akin to traditional financial returns, making it more understandable and palatable for sovereign funds and hedge funds. Furthermore, Enosis's commitment to rigorous security, evidenced by extensive testing in 11 environments and publicly available audits, addresses a primary concern for traditional financial entities. The prior experience of the Enosis Group in providing financial services consulting, including performance measurement and client reporting for institutional asset owners, further enhances its credibility and understanding of institutional requirements for accuracy, compliance, and data management. By offering a more mature, revenue-driven, and security-conscious DeFi ecosystem, Enosis is strategically positioning itself to meet the stringent criteria of sovereign funds and hedge funds, paving the way for significant capital inflows from traditional finance. This bridge, built on a foundation of real yield and institutional-grade security, has the potential to unlock vast amounts of capital currently hesitant to enter the decentralized space due to perceived risks and unfamiliar financial models. Derivatives markets. Derivatives are complex financial contracts whose value is dependent on an underlying asset, commonly used for hedging against risk, speculation on price movements, or leveraging positions. The Flare network, and by extension Songbird, supports the F-Asset system, which is a critical innovation for revolutionizing these markets. F-Assets enable the secure, scalable, and non-custodial minting of synthetic versions of non-smart contract assets, like XRP, BTC, and Doge, effectively bringing them into the DeFi ecosystem. These F-Assets can then be utilized as collateral for DeFi loans and participate in yield farming strategies, unlocking liquidity without requiring users to sell their underlying holdings. By enabling trustless, non-custodial minting of synthetic assets, Enosis and Flare are expanding the universe of underlying assets available for decentralized derivatives. This creates new hedging strategies and speculative opportunities, while simultaneously enhancing capital efficiency by providing exposure to assets without direct ownership. Unlike the opacity often associated with over-the-counter (OTC) derivatives, F-Assets and their underlying collateral are managed by smart contracts on a public blockchain, offering transparency and reducing counterparty risk. This capability directly challenges traditional derivatives markets by offering a more transparent, programmable, and globally accessible alternative, democratizing access to markets previously restricted by high barriers to entry. Interoperability and liquidity. Unification. The inherent fragmentation of liquidity across disparate blockchain networks has been a significant impediment to large-scale institutional adoption of DeFi. Traditional financial markets thrive on interconnectedness and deep liquidity. Flare's architecture facilitates seamless asset transfers between different blockchains, enabling cross-chain asset representation and significantly enhancing liquidity across various blockchain ecosystems. The Enosis bridge specifically aims to allow liquidity and fees to move between diverse blockchains, further contributing to this unification. By actively building and leveraging these robust cross-chain solutions, Enosis and Flare are directly addressing the market fragmentation that has historically hindered DeFi's institutional adoption. This capability makes it easier for institutions to manage their capital across a multi-chain environment, reducing operational friction and increasing capital efficiency. This interoperability is a foundational step towards integrating DeFi with the global financial system, enabling a future where assets can flow freely and securely between traditional and decentralized markets, unlocking new arbitrage opportunities, risk management strategies, and investment products for Wall Street and global capital. 6.2. Regulatory compliance and security assurance. Enosis demonstrates a strong commitment to rigorous testing, public audits, and adherence to security best practices. Each new release is preceded by testing in 11 different environments, and both audits and the code are publicly available, fostering active interaction with the community for feedback. Enosis has commissioned smart contract audits from reputable firms like Common Prefix and emphasizes rigorous security measures through audits, formal verification, and continuous monitoring. The Flare network is also proactively positioning itself within a clear regulatory framework. It aims to address concerns of trust, security, and decentralization in data feeds, a long-standing issue in Web3 development. Flare for Compliance offers solutions designed to meet higher compliance standards, including those outlined by NIST CSF, HIPAA, ISO 27001, and SEC cybersecurity requirements. This is achieved by providing broader visibility across various threat exposures and utilizing AI-powered reporting for enhanced threat intelligence. This explicit focus on security audits, transparent code, and alignment with established regulatory frameworks is a direct response to the primary concerns of traditional financial institutions regarding DeFi. This proactive approach to security and compliance is crucial for building the necessary trust layer that will enable large-scale institutional adoption, distinguishing Enosis from less regulated or less transparent DeFi projects. By prioritizing these aspects, Enosis and Flare are laying the groundwork for a more mature and responsible DeFi ecosystem that can seamlessly integrate with the existing global financial infrastructure, rather than operating entirely outside of it. 6.3. Competitive advantage. Enosis's competitive edge in the rapidly evolving DeFi landscape lies in its holistic approach that combines technical innovation, a robust development methodology, and a sustainable economic model. Firstly, its commitment to generating real yield from product revenues, as opposed to relying on speculative token emissions, fundamentally differentiates it from many existing DeFi protocols. This model provides a more sustainable and predictable return for liquidity providers and governance participants, aligning with the expectations of traditional financial institutions. Secondly, the enshrined oracles, FTSO and State Connector, provide a unique advantage in secure, decentralized data feeds that are not possible elsewhere. This native integration ensures superior data integrity and reliability, which is critical for the accuracy and security of complex financial applications. Thirdly, the utilization of the Songbird network as a canary network allows for rapid, de-risked innovation. This iterative development environment enables Enosis to deploy and battle-test new features and protocols efficiently, maintaining a lead in technological advancements. Finally, the pioneering focus on verifiable AI further distinguishes Enosis from competitors by addressing the critical need for transparency and auditability in AI-driven financial decisions. This multifaceted differentiation allows Enosis to stand out in a crowded DeFi landscape and directly address the shortcomings of both traditional finance, lack of transparency, efficiency, and early-stage DeFi, speculative yields, security risks. This combination of features creates a compelling competitive advantage, positioning Enosis to become a significant player in the global financial industry. 7. Challenges, opportunities, and future outlook. The journey toward revolutionizing global finance is fraught with challenges, yet it presents immense opportunities for platforms like Songbird Finance and Experimental Finance within the Enosis ecosystem. 7.1. Navigating market volatility and adoption hurdles. The cryptocurrency market inherently exhibits high volatility, and projects like Enosis, SFN, and XFi are subject to significant price fluctuations driven by market sentiment and broader economic factors. Decentralized finance, despite its promise, still faces challenges related to smart contract risks, potential liquidity constraints, and the ongoing need for clearer regulatory frameworks. Past exploits and the lack of comprehensive regulatory clarity have contributed to a cautious stance among many traditional financial institutions. Despite growing institutional interest, achieving broader mainstream integration requires continued development of robust infrastructure, the establishment of universally accepted regulatory frameworks, and bridging the knowledge gap between traditional finance and decentralized technologies. Recognizing and proactively addressing these inherent market risks is paramount. Enosis's existing emphasis on security audits, transparent liquidation processes, and the Canary network for testing are proactive measures that can mitigate these risks and build institutional confidence. Continued focus on these areas will transform current hurdles into opportunities for leadership and broader adoption. 7.2 Strategic Recommendations. To solidify their revolutionary position and attract further institutional engagement, Songbird Finance and Experimental Finance should pursue several strategic pathways. Deepen institutional partnerships. Leveraging the existing expertise of the Enosis Group in traditional finance consulting, the ecosystem should forge direct relationships with sovereign funds, hedge funds, and Wall Street firms, focusing on tailored solutions that meet their specific compliance, reporting, and risk management needs will be critical for adoption. Expand F-asset offerings. Continuously expanding the range of F-assets to include more diverse traditional and digital assets will increase the utility and hedging opportunities for institutional investors, making the platform more versatile for varied portfolios. Accelerate verifiable AI development. Prioritizing the development and deployment of AI agents with verifiable integrity, particularly for high-value financial applications such as algorithmic trading, credit scoring, and fraud detection, will be a key differentiator. Experimental finance should be utilized as the primary testing ground for these advanced AI solutions. Enhance regulatory advocacy. Active participation in regulatory discussions and contributing to the development of clear, sensible frameworks that balance innovation with investor protection will further legitimize DeFi as an asset class and foster a more favorable operating environment. Showcase real yield. Success. Providing transparent and auditable reporting on the real yield generated through APY Cloud and its distribution will demonstrate a sustainable and attractive return model for institutional capital, directly addressing their demand for revenue-backed returns. Improve data analytics and reporting for institutions, developing advanced dashboards and reporting tools, potentially leveraging platforms like Scopus that provide institutional-grade insights into total value locked, transaction volumes, user activity, and risk metrics across the Enosis ecosystem will facilitate institutional due diligence and investment decisions. These recommendations outline a clear path for Enosis to move beyond niche DeFi adoption and become a significant player in the global financial industry by actively courting and serving institutional clients. 7.3 Long-term vision. The Songbird network, serving as the experimental crucible for Flair's innovations, along with Songbird Finance and Experimental Finance, represents a critical nexus for the future of global finance. The long-term vision is not merely an incremental improvement, but a fundamental paradigm shift toward a more efficient, transparent, and inclusive financial system. This transformation is driven by the convergence of several key elements: decentralized data provided by the FTSO and State Connector, verifiable AI, and seamless interoperability facilitated by F-assets and robust cross-chain bridges. This ecosystem is laying the groundwork to unify fragmented liquidity across the global financial landscape, enable trustless access to real-world data for smart contracts, and create new financial products that blur the lines between traditional and decentralized finance. In this future, Wall Street institutions could leverage trustless data for more precise derivatives pricing and execution. Sovereign funds could access diversified, real-yield opportunities with enhanced transparency, and hedge funds could employ quantum AI agents for unparalleled market insights and execution. All of these advancements would be underpinned by the transparency and security inherent in the Songbird and Flare networks. This paradigm shift promises increased efficiency, reduced costs, enhanced security, and broader access to financial services globally, benefiting both institutional and retail participants. The Songbird network, as the testing ground for these innovations, plays a pivotal role in bringing this transformative vision to fruition.